Good morning, guys. How's everyone doing today? We will start off by checking the news. And if you are new here, we usually check our news on investing.com. Is there any college football fans here? I like college football, guys. Let's see. A little bit of crude oil. That didn't really affect us too much. Got Bozic speaking later tonight. That shouldn't affect us either. Let's see. I thought Nvidia's earnings were today. I'm doing good, Jacob. Thank you. All right. Okay, so we have the Nvidia numbers after the bell this morning. Yeah, I'll probably start popping up more. What it is with the YouTube algorithm, I have to hit that 3,000 watch hours. And once you hit that 3,000 watch hours, they start pushing your videos a little more. Oh, hitting wins. Oh, yeah, it comes and goes. It's been a pretty good this week, and last week's good. The only days that I've been taking losses is I've been, I guess it's almost like playing the opening is we've been trying to what is it? Trying to time the close of the day. So, and kind of we hit the directions on the wrong side both days, the last 2 days. So be careful if you are in a trade this morning. Uh, like I said, we have Nvidia numbers shortly after the bell this morning. Our major supports for the ES, if you trade the ES, is going to be the 5630, kind of like it has been the last couple weeks. Kind of see how we on these waves with the ES here. 50's been the top up here, but it's literally just in that wave 50 30 50 30 50 30. So we could easily pull back and hit the 30s on this pullback here. We just kind of have to wait and see. And the low overnight is all the way down at 56.12. And this is ES, guys, that we're talking about. Or did I cross over? Did I cross over the days? I think I did. I'm sorry about that. I did. I'm sorry. The low is actually 30. I accidentally went back to yesterday. So 3 o'clock. So that was kind of the London low. We kind of just bounced off the 42. Uh Yeah, I don't really look at the news as far like world news as far as the charts go. I mean, besides what's listed on investing.com. I mean, I don't know of anything that would go around the world that would affect the market. I mean, I know we have Nvidia numbers today that will affect the market. Yeah, I don't really pay a lot of attention to like federal political stuff, but just more like on, state wise, that's something that may have uh may affect me. I gotta say the only negative thing I hate about political stuff is I hate when they make people feel divided. That's probably the only negative part I hate about the whole political scene. When majority of most people probably don't think the way that news portrays people. So like I won't listen to a political person talk is once they start. It doesn't bother me if they want to bash a political member, but once they start bashing the people, I won't listen. I'll just turn it. All right, so we got our London low, our Asian lows down at the 560s. Let's see. 3 o'clock is the start of the London, which it looks like we've already run our London lows. Looks like might get a little wick test right there. Look, let's see if that holds. Did I, guys? I did that on the freaking wrong chart. Yeah, kind of what I was saying about that because I feel like most people living their life don't really sit around and worry about what other people are doing. Most people are usually focused on what's going on within their family, how their kids are doing, what their parents are doing, if your parents are still alive. So, your job and what you're going to do to get by, pay your bills, feed your family. I mean, I feel like that's probably what most people think about, I would think. Or what could you do maybe to better life a little better health, make a little extra money, maybe not stress about paying bills. All right, guys, we got 5 minutes before the market opens. I'm just going to repeat this one more time. We have NVIDIA numbers shortly after opening, so be careful. Oh yeah, it's definitely can be very stressful. It's just like now, like I know my kids probably, unless they have like an extremely well paying job, they'll never be able to live in the city I live in. Like even now, I was talking to my wife about the other day where, I wish my kids could figure out a way to, you know, try to make a living working for themselves, cuz that's something that me and my wife is focused on. So we pretty much work for ourselves for most part. I do work for Amazon part-time, but we have a rental property. We get money from rental properties. We have a hair salon in the next town over that my wife's been running for the last 20 years. I've been laid off from jobs too, but but it's definitely a different feeling when you can go out there and earn the money yourself instead of, this, even starting this YouTube thing. I know for a fact that, trust me, for the first year you're not really getting paid hardly no money doing this. I mean, you make a little bit of money from the affiliates the more your subscribers grow, but even that takes a lot of time. Between growing the subscribers, then getting to the next level of maybe hopefully starting to take prop firm money. I don't know if any of my kids are interested in that. I've talked about it to them, but they just look at me like, okay, dad. All right, we got 1 minute before. Oh, we got a little over 1 minute before the market opens. My youngest daughter did just have a child, so maybe the next generation. Yep. We don't go by the grandpa. We do Papa D. Okay. All right, guys. We got about less than a minute. Actually, seconds. All right. Nice. Ooh, look at this nice little pump from the market opens. Let's see what we need today to get to. So we're sitting at $800 on this 25K. So we still need another $600 to get that over the level. And we're also going to be looking hopefully for a funded account trade this morning too. I think that was the level from yesterday we just hit. I think that's what that was. We will bring over the ES. Right here, you're just kind of looking for the 42 to hold. See, I would usually look into taking this trade. The only thing is the 9 and the 21 is not above the 200 and the 105. And it could be a winner. I don't know. I mean, like I said, that was a nice little U shape. Does anybody know the exact time earnings are released for NVIDIA? I've been pretty good about staying away from the first 15 minutes. So yeah, we lost that level 42. So for the Bulls to stay in control, we got to hold 36 if you're in a bullish mode here. As you can see, if you kind of go back throughout the night, we struggle to get through 36. We bounced at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tested it again, 7. So 36 on the ES is what needs to hold. So it's after the market closes, not before the market opens. I kept hearing someone say it comes when the market opens this morning. All right, so we're at the 36. Ooh. Oh, we just lost that 36. But we also have a pivot right below that 36 at the 34. If we lose the pivot, we're probably going to be going to 30. Good morning, Andy. How are you doing today? Good morning, Ponzi. How are you doing today? Sorry about that. I got sidetracked staring at price action. I mean, looking at all the, your EMAs, I mean, let me look at the higher EMAs. I really haven't looked at those this morning. So 15 minutes still looks like we're moving down. 5 minutes, we're kind of sitting at, they're kind of running together. All right, we're at the pivot on the 15 minutes, sitting at the 90. Oh, we're breaking through the pivot. Did you hop in short on that one? Just being patient, being patient. We still got about 5 more minutes before our 15-minute opening range is set. I mean, we got between the 9 and 20 here. See, I'm not sure how safe this trade would be because it's in that first 15 minutes. Stuff usually don't move as quite as normal in that first 15 minutes. So we're probably just going to stay away from it just to be on the safe side. During the daytime, like in a little while, I would probably had taken this trade here if we move, which it's moving higher, but if it moved back below this body of this candle. So we have another candle here. Huge wick. See, I'm not very good at judging those where I mean, I know fish lips. If you trade over here with fish lips, these are the ones he likes, I know, with the huge wick. Plus, that would make your stop loss almost 20 points. Actually, bigger than that, almost 30 points stop loss. So I usually stay away from those type of pullbacks. And plus, this is the second one. I prefer the first one. We got 1 minute left before the 15-minute opening gap is set. Have any of you guys taken any trades this morning? Or are you guys still just being patient, waiting? Still watching? Yeah, same here. I seem like most of my losing trades comes within the first 30 minutes. Yeah, I like the short too. I just was not comfortable, which I'm glad I did. I mean, I just didn't like the fact that you have to have a 30-point stop loss. And so all right, so there's your 15-minute breakout. And if you'd like doing these are almost like a 50-50. If you can make it where you're just not risking a lot. Most time on these breakouts, you get 10 to 20 handles. So it looks like this one offered what, about 25. Oh, the Canada market had a major sell off. Maybe this is the retest of the. Do we test the 15-minute opening? Sometimes I like taking these 15 minutes. Let's see if we can. Might go to break even fairly quick because it's just hesitating to push down. There we go. And that was the 15-minute retest. I'm on micros, Jacob. It's 7 micros. I have it set fairly close. So what I'm doing is I'm looking to try to get 10 handles. So I can tell you why I only got 65. So basically what happened is it's because of this strategy here. So once I hit 8 handles, I go to plus 5 or plus 20 ticks. And so what happens, it hit the 8 real quick, or 8 or 9 in reverse before it could hit the 10. So if you had it set up a little different, I mean, you could have gotten what, 84, almost a 30-point move off that 15-minute break, or 30-minute, 15-minute retest. I need to start doing a better job about getting some of these bigger winners. So now I'd like to see a pullback into the 9 and 21 here. Let's see if we can, even though this is probably going to be the second one, because this was the first one here, and it was just too early in the market, so I didn't take this one. This next one is getting a pretty big gap in between, so let's just see. We're getting the U shape. Let's see if it'll turn back up and get above the 9. Man, these 15-minute candles are massive at this moment. We're stuck at a pivot also on the ES, which is at the 34s. Woo, like it's just gonna just keep on selling, guys. No pullbacks. Uh-oh. I don't know. The ES looks like we're moving back up though. I'm hoping maybe we push up to the VWAP on the ES, then reverse. Like we're struggling to move down. Oh. Wow. Nice. What did we lose? Did we lose that support level again? See the range that the ES is trading in between that 36 and 42. And I think that's why we're just kind of getting that grinding moving down and not really any setups. Finally getting a little bit of pullback here. Maybe we can get up a little bit higher. Just a slow grind. Man. Just really no good setup. See how it just looks like it's really kind of in a box. So this is why I don't like the second and third moves on the pullback. The cleaner one was here, but we didn't take that one. It was just too early in the market for me being comfortable with. Yeah. Just no setups right here, guys. So we just have to be patient and wait, unfortunately. To me, it looks like we're starting to round back over. And the ES has been also struggling to move down. Man, that 20 wood test, if you're comfortable with setting comfortable with setting a bracket order, and that thing actually pays quite a bit. I mean, if you're just looking for like 5 handles or so, or 5 and 10, do a 5-point stop loss with a 10-point profit. Wow, look at that 36. That 36 is still a wall. All right, another. I mean, everything still looks like we're pushing down. So unfortunately, we just need to get away from this 36. Either we need to push back up to our support at the 56.42s, or we need to continue lower before this pivot down to the 30s. So right now, we're just pretty much in a 5-point range on the ES. Ooh, here comes, once again, we're trying to get through the pivot. Maybe if 36 can hold, need 36 to hold on the ES. All right, here's the ES. Oh, there it goes. Time I looked away and turned back, it was already gone. I know that's a dirty, dirty trap, guys. We still got about 25 or 20 minutes before the initial balance is set. Oh, goodness. This is Wednesday, guys. So we got it the middle of the week. So this could just be a tough day. We have big earnings coming out this evening. So or if this next setup, if we get the 9 crossing over the 21, get our nice little pullback, we'll look for a long there. But this right here is just, it's just tough to trade, guys. I mean, you're just, it's just chopping around. I mean, if you're looking at the 15-minute charts, we're still, I mean, we're still moving down on the 15-minute, or this is the 5 minutes. Here's your 15 minutes. Has anybody taken a nice green trade this morning, or is most of you guys still just kind of sitting and waiting? Oh, goodness. 12K on the short. What? 12K on a short. That's pretty wild. Man, what size of account is that? How many accounts is that involved there, Andy? Oh, you forced in a 250? Nice. Should have told us you were going YOLO. I like to know when people are going YOLO. Those are always good times. I haven't done a YOLO in a good while. Which this evening could be a possible good YOLO with those Nvidia numbers coming out. Well, at least you got it in earlier because, man, we are just choppity chop for the last 30 minutes. Nice. Yeah, I know. I got to spend the next few days and try to learn how to trade a Quant Tower. We have a few what is it? A few fast track funded accounts over there on Quant Tower. How you doing today, Mike? Yeah, I've talked to Methodical Man about it a few times. He says it's easy. He said it's, I guess, similar. I guess I just don't know all the other little buttons. What's the time difference between Central American time compared to where you're at in Austin? Ostis? I don't know if I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. So it's 9:15 in the morning where I'm at. Oh man, huge price difference. I mean, huge time difference. Yeah, unfortunately, right now, Mike, it's pretty slow for us. There's really not a lot going on unless you just caught that first move down. I was able to take a quick little short off of this 15-minute retest. So if you're looking at my charts, this purple box here, that's kind of this is your 15-minute candle here. So once your 15-minute closes, it kind of gives you, a top and a bottom. We broke out of the 15-minute candle, the 15-minute candle retest, and we took a short up here. And ever since that, we've just been kind of chopping sideways. I know. I wish I was able to wake up for the London session, but I struggle getting up at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Well, if you're looking for some crazy trades this evening, probably in your time, the Nvidia earnings come out after close today. Good day to buy 90%, two 90% and send one short, send one long. And I also been trading volume too. I don't usually take these trades on stream because it's just something I started doing. So we're at 120 on this other account trading this volume chart. All right, so we're finally get the 9 and 21 crossing over. I'm still not really buying too much into the long jet because the 15 minute is still just, we still look bearish on the 15 minute. Uh, 62 should get resistance. Then if we can break through 62, our next resistance is probably going to be about the 85 at that session mid. Oh wait, this is the 5-minute chart. I'm sorry, I keep. So maybe if the 15-minute can pull back into the 90s, maybe that could maybe help us find a move here. If these cross over, get a little space in between the candles in our 9 and look for the nice pullback. All right, your next target up on the ES is also going to be at the 39s. That's going to be your VWAP, or right at 40. All right, so we're finally breaking out of our consolidation box, man. We've been in this thing for like last 40 minutes. All right, so we got the 9 and the 21 crossing. Let's see if we finally can get our nice pullback on this. If you're looking at the 15-minute, you have the 9 up at the 90s. It might even just get a not a deep all the way pullback, but just a what do you want, like the 3 candle bullish pattern. I just didn't have it in me. I don't know if this will. Let's see. So you have your 1 pullback red. Let's just see if this would have been a winner. No. I'm looking for a pullback that's going to come back into the 9. So hopefully this will be the one that'll get us back into the. Nice. Yeah, I made it tough on that one. Well, let's see. It's just it's just so hard to feel comfortable with that. It's probably going to go, but I just, like I said, just didn't feel comfortable with it. So your buy would have been there. I mean, you just have to just take that at your own risk if you're willing to do that. I just wasn't. So most of the time, whenever I put this blue line here, most of the time that's where I want it enter. But like I said, it was just hesitating and I just couldn't pull the trigger on it. And that was the first pullback. Like I said, most time that first pullback pays really well. It's just, some candles look better than others. And usually, sometimes the pullbacks is usually a lot cleaner than this. To me, this just didn't look as clean as it usually does. So target should be probably 90. 90 is probably where we're going to run into support here. That's right at the pivot and also off of this 105. There comes the 90. Wow, at 15 minutes, they're going to keep on pushing through the 90s. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry, 96. 96 is where the non EMA is on the 15-minute. Yeah, I was very tempted to take this one. I just didn't feel comfortable with it. So here's the 15 minutes. So you're saying if the next 15-minute candle prints and a prints above this, you look for a long? Wow, look at that nice. Oh, was that the one? Are we? Oh, sounds good, Mike. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Hope you get a good night's sleep, and hopefully tomorrow you have a successful trading day. It's been a tough trading day this morning. I mean, we've had a lot of chop. We're finally getting some movement now, but man, most of this morning has been tough. Done for the day, Java. Yeah, I wouldn't mind finding maybe one more good trade before the morning ends. The way this market looks now, I don't even know if I'll be taking a stab on a funded account today. This has been tough this morning. Oh, good. See, now we're already into the what? We got 1, 2, and this will be our third pullback into the 9 and 21. I just So we're back also to that 15-minute opening range candle. So that's kind of where we're running into some resistance here every time we try to push back up. Wow, what a dump that was. Well, fair value gap trade there. I feel like that could possibly be a liquidity grab. Be careful if you're trying to buy that breakout. I only say that because we hit that 36 and pivot. All right, so we don't. See, I liked that trade for a second. Then I looked over and saw that this. Then I saw it sitting at the 36. What a freaking trap that was. Oh, you got long? Nice. Man, Candlelight, man, this stuff is so, they're just trapping on both sides today. This stuff is just tough. Nice on the 500. Guys, we're just up 65 bucks. So we've taken 3 total trades. I've taken 1 on stream and I've taken 2 smaller trades over here on the volume charts this morning. I've been just trading volume all streams just because it's something new that I'd been trying. Wow, that's pretty awesome. That much on the funded accounts. So we got a big gap here. for a move back down. Let's see if we're going to retest. Oh, man, I looked away for 1 second. Yeah, this is kind of what I was looking at here. I was like, godly. Yeah, this has definitely been a pretty trap day. So we're back at that level of 36 on the ES here. Just be careful here. I mean, it's probably going to fail without us. That's the way it usually goes. As I'm saying it, it's selling. Yeah. It's been hard over here, guys. I've been fighting the temptations from entering some of these trades, but man, just these things are tough. I'm trying to keep just from getting myself in a hole. So it looks like we have a nice little setup forming. You got the 9 and 21 separation. You're getting separation between your candles and your 9. So now we just need to see that nice little U shape back up. Oh, excuse me. I didn't sleep very much last night. I think we only slept about 3 or 4 hours. And we'll see. Sometimes with this deeper of a pullback, sometimes we don't get that first pullback all the way up to the 9. Then, if we don't get the nice pullback, we also have the initial, we got the IBL sitting at the 513s. We got about 5 more minutes before that, that 10 minutes before the hour algorithm possibly kicks in. Come on. Oh, man, it just sold right through that. Man, it just blew right through the 30. So we blew through it about 15 points. We need to see a retest. I mean, God, we got to have a pullback. We can't just jump in. man. So we're also at a pivot at the 88 again. Oh, excuse me. Goodness, I cannot stop yawning. All right, so finally. Well, we're really not getting much of a pullback here. I mean, this could just be a small candle for the bears to keep selling. That's what it looks like. Just does not have the volume to move back up higher. Man, is that all we're going to get? Guys, they're just not making these entries easy at all today. Look at that. I mean, look at this pullback. Just I mean, it's not. Wow. We were hoping for a pullback into the IBL on that play, or even a pullback into the maybe 9 and 21, but it did not offer any of that. But we do have the pivot here that we could push back up to. I'm just Yeah, I think it just does not want to move, does it? Yeah. Might have bought too low. Yeah, I went to close this one probably. All right, we'll kill that one. I thought this was all the pullback we may are going to get, but got a little impatient on that one. So we're kind of sitting at the pivot. All right, so we're back above the pivot. So we're still just kind of stuck at that pivot at the 88s. Hmm. So kind of pushing back down. Was really hoping for a possible deeper pullback into the IBL. Man. We're at that first level of the IBL 0.5. So we're still just kind of, we got that next support down at the 56.19s. Man, this stuff is just dumping, guys. It just don't really offer a lot of entries. Ooh. Oh. Is anybody catching this short? I just could not find an entry on this chart here. I mean, we had this one pullback, but and we never really got the pullback into the IBL this morning either. Then when I did try to get short on this one, we had a failed trade, and that put us in a hole. Only like $75. It wasn't much, but still. Oh my goodness. So it looks like the ES is pushing back up into the 9 and 21, but We're at the IB 1.5. All right, so finally getting a deep pullback. Goodness. Let's see if we finally let's see if we can finally get a short set up here. That was a nice short setup there. So you had the big U shape. You pushed back in between the 9 and 21. You had a candle that like a kind of a hammer bearish candle here, struggling to push down or push up. I'm sorry, pushing up, and then just buy your short as soon as it breaks this body. I'm not sure if I could have got my full 10. I think my ATM strategy kind of got in the way. I think it did. So we would have got short around the 40s. Yeah, my ATM strategy kind of got in the way. Ooh. That was like the perfect setup there for your 5 or 10 handles. And that's all I'm looking for is 5 to 10 handles. Oh man, right now you're up 20 if you're able to diamond hand it and stay in. Ooh, pushing 30. Did anybody else take this pullback here? Wow. This is what happens when I have paper hands. I don't hold some of these good, nice setup trades, and I miss out on a whole bunch of points. So we're down 50 points from our original entry. No diamond hands over here, Ponzi. You should have put a piece of paper with a picture of my hands beside it. Oh. Wow. Makes me sad sitting here watching this crap just sell off like 60 points. Oh, God. Dude, 100 points. Is it going to get 100? I think it is. Oh, my God. We're only 30 points away. Mm. Wow. No, I didn't draw the line today. I mean, I was trying to focus on it because I've missed so many trades today. So I was really focused on this pullback here. I mean, even though it was the second move, I mean, even the first one did good, but we didn't take the first one, I don't think. But you know, you get the separation of candles between your nine and your candles, and you're just looking for the U shape. Nice little U shape. Candle that struggles to push any higher, you know, big wick, small body. And yeah, we didn't do the blue line today or on this trade. So that's what I get for not doing a runner today. That's something we did different today. We're not leaving runners. And you know, I know most part your runners don't get you a lot most days, but then it's just that 1 day, 2 days a week that it'll pop 50, 60 points. Hmm. So far, we've had two winners and one loser today. Then this other account, we don't really trade. We haven't been trading online. This is a volume chart. Wow, 100 points, guys. 100 points from that short, from that pullback. I mean, there's really no jumping in short or long here. You're just, to me, I'll just be guessing if I try to jump in here and continue. But 100 points, you don't usually jump in short. I feel like this is going to be the big sell off, and I feel like the what do you want to call it? Nvidia is going to pump it all the way back up and retrace this move today. Oh, man, do I continue trading this account today? Let's see. See, there's the IB times two. Man. Did anybody hop in on this big short down today? I mean, we've been pretty much selling off all morning, but I didn't know if anybody bought any good pullback areas. We got another pivot sitting at the 40s. So we're going to lower our you sold the SQQ and bought the UVIX pre-market. Now hands off till tonight. Oh, sweet, nice. I'm thinking you were probably short. And we get a nice clean pullback. I like to see maybe even a pullback into the 400s here. How did everyone else do today? Was everybody green, or how's everybody's accounts looking today? Wow, that's a pretty nice trading day there, Andy. 13,000. Sweet. Just be careful on long, guys, if you're trying to buy the bottom. Myself, I'm never good at picking the bottom, so I don't ever try. You would think we'd at least get a pullback. I mean, it was a 100-point move. Like maybe a pullback into the 20s here or the 400s. There we go. Wow, look at that fake out. Big wick candle, big wick. Wow. See how much more sloppier these pullbacks get the more we get them. Like it just doesn't have that nice clean. Like this is something I need to stay away from, these type of pullbacks where consolidation pullbacks. It just looks super sloppy. Good morning, Baldwin. See how much more cleaner this second one looked? Even this first one didn't look very clean. This is why I don't think we took this one. This is, see how it started pulling back, then chop. See how much more cleaner this one looked? Had the nice bearish pull down, then the nice candle was the nice little U shape. See how much more cleaner this looks? Yeah. So these are the type moves that I've been looking for, these nice clean pullbacks. And see, this one wasn't clean. See, it was looking clean. Then about right here, we started just consolidating. then sold off. The same here. Look, it was looking clean. This is kind of where you would have needed to see the U shape, but instead we just started consolidating. So I've taken these in the past and they have failed. So I've noticed that in the past. This is why I try to stay away from most of the moves after the first or second pullback. How are you doing, Baldwin? How's your trading been lately? I haven't heard you mention it too much lately. So we didn't take any funded account trades today just because how choppy it was this morning. So, I mean, if we can get a nice clean setup, we may try one in a minute. It's all right, Baldwin. We all kind of have those weeks, or where trading's been tough. I feel like I had that when I came back from being not trading for a week. I feel like I struggled those first couple days. Whew. Nice. So basically, that's where all of our support is right now, down at the 56040s, 56004s. Yeah, that's what I'm using right now myself. I'm sorry, I was looking at my volume chart over here. Yeah, that's what I have been trading. Also, Baldwin. I'm also going to start trading Fast Track. Actually, Fast Track has got the best deal right now, Baldwin. $90 all in on a funded account. So you don't have to do the whole eval. You start off with a funded account. And we've got a couple of those. Just I have to learn how to trade a quantile first. All right, so let's see if we can get a nice setup right here. We got the crossover. We just need to get some space in between the 9 and the 21 and just look for the U-shaped pullback. Man, I cannot stop yawning today. I'm so tired. Woo. Oh. Hmm. I was hoping for a better looking pullback. Looks like it's going to be a possible weak pullback. Misjudged that pullback. Let's see. I don't know. I was kind of iffy about this one. It may still work. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so we're going to have a deeper pullback. This one's probably not going to work for us, guys. All right. Would we lose $100 on that one? Let me see. I can't remember. See, this is what I was waiting on. We thought maybe we would miss it. Oh my God. We're going to get burned twice. May get burned again, guys. We'll get our stop losses up to 9. So this way. It just doesn't look like it wants to go. Oh no. We're almost back to break even, guys. Almost back to break even. Which account was that? Might have to switch accounts here. Looks like we were just going to be too early to the breakout. Whew. It's kind of getting in a time of the day where trades get a little tougher for myself. Might have to wait for the last 10 minutes of the hour. A lot of times we'll get like a big move. A little too early to the breakout, guys. That's usually the way it goes. Seeing the pat, and I guess moving forward, I guess I just need to stay away from these smaller pullbacks. Baldwin, what kind of accounts have you been trading? Like what size? Let's pull the Fibonacci and see if we oh wow. Goodness. I'm gonna have to go get some water, guys. Yeah, my throat's not irritated. It's like I just have a dry cough from my sinuses. Goodness. All right, most of you guys sitting idle at the moment. Mm. We're in that macro time the last 10 minutes of the hour. So let's see if we can get a pullback and find an entry. Oh, I got. I'm gonna lower my wrist down a little bit, guys. Let's see. Oh, I thought maybe this would be our little pullback candle here. Possible target, that 41 here. All right, so maybe we'll get a better pullback. I got in earlier a while ago, like too early on one trade earlier on this. I wasn't patient enough and wait for the proper pullback. I'm waiting to see if we get above this previous candle here. No, good deal. Get a little bit deeper pullback. Got about 10 seconds left on this candle here. All right, we're going to try early. We're in it for 7 handles. 7. So we're in this trade for $70. Man, is this thing gonna fail again on us? Yep. All right. So we'll retry it again. See what happens when you get into shorts. These moves a little too early. It's definitely a 50-50 if it's going to work or not. Ah, damn it. Didn't get the breakout. I'm just able to get a little bit off of that. Guys, so this is kind of the purpose of keeping your losses as small as you can. This way, if you do get that one big move, you can probably get most of your winnings back plus a little extra. It's probably, come on. We want the 40. Come on. There it goes. I'm just going to go to the bottom of this candle. Man, that thing is so whipsawy. Yeah. Oh, well. So we almost got back down to break even. We got most of our winnings back. We're a little under 200, but that's all right. I was thinking maybe we would get up to this IB 1.5. Did you guys notice that big move right in the last 10 minutes of the hour? Like, I've been paying attention to that more lately. If you see setups in that last 10 minutes of the hour, we always get a fairly decent move in that last 10 minutes. You're done for the day, Baldwin? Did you take any trades today? So now we'll just move it down to 3 micros and see if we can find anything. Yeah, we're probably going to be done trading for the lunch hours, then come back for the power hour. Wow, there's the big sale that we're looking, or the big move up we were looking for a while ago. Nice if you're able to stay in that. There's the 40. There's my target I was looking for. Bruh. Yeah, there's. So nice bounce off that IB 1.5. If anybody's looking for this indicator, I got it free in the Discord. Just go to indicators and it's called the initial balance. This one, it's the last one that we put in there. Ooh, look at this big wick. It's the initial balance. It's the IBL. So it's this indicator here. The ones that I usually take the 1 hour close. It's the IBL or the IBH. That was the see how I was like that's how I was aiming for that target earlier. See, we moved up and basically touched it right there. Man. Looks like we're about to round over. Let me try the short here. See if we get a oh. We're just in 3 micros, guys. So oh shoot. I was like, why am I negative? I was on the wrong account. This is on a sim account. I'm gonna close this one out. I was like, why does that say negative $31? Well, that was a good mistake. I'm glad that was on a sim account. I haven't been trading at this time of the day lately. Usually when it hits 12 o'clock, I usually been trying to stop trading. So here are the accounts that we've been trading today. This one right here is the one that I've been trading on volume. This right here is the one that I've been trading in front of you guys, the 167. And this one also I traded on volume. I mean 115. I'm sorry, 115. So we've been trading 3 different accounts, but I've been taking volume trades off to the right over here. And this is just something new that I've been trying with the volume. With we are also using higher EMAs. So I'm starting from 14 and going all the way up to 136. So right now your 9 and your 21 are kind of flat. So you may get a little bit of a choppiness right here. See, right here, I was trying to, hopefully I could time the sell off, but luckily we're on the sim account. There's the rollover. So now we're out of that 10 and 10 algo. So it looks like we're rolling back over again. Oh, I feel like we're still down about $100 on this trade because, or on this account, because we were up to 250 and we took a couple losses. And there's the sell off. There was just no entry for us to jump in here. I feel like we're jumping in, we'd just be chasing. Whew. Another nice little volume trade. So that was, let's see if the 04s hold. I think we got down to the 94s or something on the ES. Yeah, what was that from the 25th? So it looks like we just tested the 500 or 600s. All right, guys. So we've lowered our risk down to just 3 micros. So usually if we take any more losses, they should be fairly small. Nope. That's unless this turns into a big wick with a small body. It's kind of what the 15-minute candle looks like. And this is definitely not a clean setup. As you can see how we just consolidate in here. Uh, 15, what is that? All right, break even. Just had to be patient on that one. Oh, dang it. I was hoping for the breakout with my runner. I just didn't want to give it much room to pull back on this. It's probably still going to go. We just didn't give it a lot of pullback. That one had to be a little bit more patient on because I've taken some of those crappier ones early like that. And it come back and stop us out because we're trying to risk as small as possible as far as our losses. When I'm trading micros, I try not to lose no more than $100 if I can't help it per trade. We've missed some pretty big trades today. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to have to do better about giving myself bigger stop losses with my runners. Because our entry was at this blue line or right below this blue line. So that was almost a 20-point move. Ugh. I'm thinking that was going to probably be my last trade for the morning time, and we're just going to come back and trade power hour, guys. Because if I continue trading for the next hour or two, we're going to probably end up losing our profits or partial of our profits. We almost got this one back over the 26,000. We're just sitting at 25,954. And I really wasn't planning on trading this new eval today because I was going to save it for Quant Hour, but we ended up doing it anyway. But that one I did not trade on stream. I traded that one off to the side with the volume on my volume charts. Wow, look at this. Nice sell off. Did anybody grab that short there? Or is everybody just spectating and not trading during the lunch hour? There goes Tokyo. They're just building up some momentum for the huge retracement for when those Nvidia numbers are released this evening, Ponzi. It's going to go back up 1 or 2, 300 points this evening when Nvidia releases. Today's one of those days. If you're into YOLO and some accounts, just get you some cheap 90% accounts and YOLO it. Baldwin, I thought you were done a little while ago. I didn't know you were still trading. Yeah, we're done trading for the morning. So We're just going to come back at the power hour and trade the power hour. Hopefully today I won't lose all my profits like I did yesterday. I'm not going to lie. We lost all of our profits yesterday trading the power hour, trying to judge the breakout. Oh. But as long as we don't blow up the accounts, I can live with it. I want to say they're at 4:15, 4:20. I just know it's after the 4 o'clock. I'm not sure the exact time. But I figured it'd be fun to watch the price action. You know, if you like watching this price action and see what kind of reaction we get, that's the part I enjoy about it. I just want to see that huge like boner candle of 200 points. So what are we at? 370. Let's see how much we've sold off today. I bet you we retrace this whole move this evening. Oh yeah, 300 points. Now, well, 400. Let's see. We're at 400. We were at 656 this morning. So 250 points. They figured the market will pull back, take out some stops. Ooh, see, that's a nice little setup too. I like those. But see, we're kind of rounding right there. The red donkey candle. Ooh. Wow, $84 a share? Holy goodness. If it does that, man, we could definitely I'd have to go back and look. How far did we get down during that Tokyo crush when whenever Tokyo raised their interest rates a couple weeks ago? Y'all remember that? And the market sold off like 500-600 points. It was called the Tokyo crushing effect. It's where Tokyo, everybody that borrowed all that Tokyo money had to pay back interest since everybody was selling their stuff off. What part of Mexico you going to? Or is that you being like, I'm going to go to, when the market crashes type deal? From the big sell off, if you get the sell off, or you know, if you're in a short, because I think you said you like to buy options, right, Ponzi? Okay. I almost want to jump back in with 1 micro or 2 micros and see if it goes. But it's kind of rounding. That's the only thing that worries me, how we've rounded up. See what this next candle brings. We'll try it. We're just in it for 2 micros, guys. So the worst that happen, we'll lose 8. We're in it for 9 handles. 9 times 4 is $32, $36. So the most we're willing to lose is 36 bucks. See, I could just go to break even now. That's what I should do. We'll lower our risk just because it's struggling to move down. So we'll be in it for four ticks at $4 times what? 20 bucks. Okay, so we lost $20 on that one. It's really not a good time to go in because it's at that middle of the hour. The best time to enter these trades is 10 minutes before the hour ends. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me for the lunch hour. If I stay on here, I'm going to end up doing... That's why I try to leave during the lunch hour, because I'll sit around here and mess around and lose my profits. All right, guys, thank you for watching. We will be back for Power Hour if you guys want to join us. I also want to bring up, I don't recommend... I trade pretty reckless during the Power Hour sometimes, so I don't recommend, like, you know, trying to follow any of those trades, because we are trading really aggressively. So, and we're only doing that because these are on 90% evals. I would not recommend doing this on a funded account. You know, at least do it at your own risk. You know, I just want to let you know what I'm doing is I'm doing it on an eval during the closing of that last 10 minutes, because that last 10 minutes can be, the volatility can be pretty crazy, just kind of like the opening. So just consider that if you want to trade the close. You have to just kind of approach it at your own risk.